The issue is the imbalance on the left side, and it's Martin. It is Martin. No one wants to talk about Martin Sofa on the left wing, stinking it out.
Man's not even adding the Ellie. Man's not even adding Ellie, you know. Man said Martin.
There's no room for sentiment. You are trying to win. You are trying to win now. So when Saka is being burnt out and has to consistently score game in, game out, and when someone who's like Kai Havertz has had to probably play above what his expectation is and score 14 goals, credit to him because he's proved us all wrong. What's been left out? It's left wing. Trossard had to come in as a player who's not supposed to be someone who's supposed to start and do the damn thing. And even Arsenal fans still say they're unsure about him starting games week in, week out. You need a left winger. You don't need like I wouldn't say you go and need a 30 goal a season striker. The striker market is dusty. It's saturated and overpriced. Go and get a left winger who can compare with Saka with numbers and then get over the line. In my opinion, anyways. In my opinion.
And you know what, Monts, I agree with you. Like I was saying, you know what? I look at Williams, someone like that type of winger where you take on your fullback, go at him. We don't have that. Martinelli's he's been awful. I know, like, cool, on that left side, it's been a bit poor in terms of the connection. Like White and Saka have on the right side. We don't have that on the left. But yeah, Martinelli's been terrible.
Have you not written off Martinelli though? After one,
no, I'm not going to write him off. No, I'm not going to write him off. I'm not going to write him off, bro, because I feel like it's hard, isn't it? You're a winger. You're used to. Remember, you had Xhaka on that left before the season before. That kind of helped him when he scored 15 goals that Premier League season. So we had that instead of the left back. So it does help, but yeah, he was poor, and he admitted. He knows.
I don't think it's about writing players off. I think again, I can only draw example from when Man United went and got Carlos Tevez. It wasn't because we didn't rate Wayne Rooney. It wasn't because we didn't rate at the time the manager really liked. I think Zaha might have actually just left, but we had I think Zaha may have still been there. No, Ronaldo was obviously still there as an example. I only recently watched the '99 documentary, and I know it's Man United, but I would say go and watch it. Reason I say go and watch it, it blows a lot of myths up about the way we talk about football nowadays. When people talk about no one was mentioning the top four back then, nobody spoke about. There was a great word that was used that everyone thinks is a colloquial modern day term, but some commentator in '99 was using it. But go and watch it. I'll have to dig up what that was. But either way, we went and signed Dwight Yorke when we already had Teddy Sheringham, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and Andy Cole. And initially, Andy Cole started on the bench, and the theory was this is the end of Andy Cole. Andy Cole ended up having an excellent season and was great for many more years. I think that Arsenal should be looking at someone to come in and challenge and or replace Martinelli in the hope that it pushes Martinelli to the next level. I think in the modern day game, I think we have too many fans at all of our football clubs who worry about the pathway. What about the pathway for a certain player? Fuck the pathway. Okay. Bring in competition to make your team better. This pathway stuff is... How have all these great players in the history of football made it when at the biggest clubs in the world where there is competition everywhere you go? I'm saying you need to have the competition. What is it they say? Like steel sharpens steel. Like you need it, and I think they do need to look at that Arsenal. So yeah, again, Alvarez, I don't think is the guy for Arsenal in terms of what they need right now. On Chelsea, another interesting link today. Dominic Calvert-Lewin is being assessed, as well as Kieran Dewsbury-Hall.
What did you say the odds of them being relegated was?
30 to 1.
Might put fiver on.
But that's not KDH though. Kieran Dewsbury is a baller, but I don't think he's Chelsea. I feel like he could do a job at Spurs. And Patty,
don't take the piss.
No, Patrick, I knew it. I knew you were going to say that. But Patrick, listen, I think in that Spurs team, I think he would cook, bro. Dewsbury's a baller, He's a baller.
He's decent. I need to see him at a team like Forest, at a team like Wolves, possibly at a team like Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace would be a good fit for him, especially with Glasgow and the way they play attacking.
I mean, he's at a Leicester.
But they're probably going to be relegation candidates again. I don't see them staying in the league. Do you?
I mean, I'd say Nottingham Forest also falls into the same category that Leicester fall into.
At least they're in the Premier League and have been.
I think he's decent. I'm not surprised Chelsea have just taken Enzo Maresca, who played with him last year, did very well with him last year. That link kind of makes sense. It could be a lazy link from the media. because they always link the new man. If Man United get De Zerbi, you know, oh, Matoma, it's going to happen almost straight away that you're linked to one of these players as an example. But Dominic Calvert-Lewin's an interesting one. I mean, it's funny because in the group chat, every time Chelsea are linked to a good player, Cheds and Don are like, yep. They don't say nothing else. They just go, yep, like that. And then when they're linked to a player they don't like, nah, this is lies, media's lying, no way this is happening. And I think it's more a balance here. But could Calvert-Lewin, I mean, does he need to get away from Everton? Is he the guy to improve their fortunes over Jackson?
No. I mean, are they finding a best friend for Reece James or something?
Nicholas Jackson with a man bun.
Again. Let me go find his injury history.
They're finding a best friend for Reece James. That's all it is.
No. Because your issue with Jackson was you need a striker who can be more clinical. So you want to go and buy the striker who underperformed XG by the largest amount this season. Is that what that report is suggesting? Not only that, you want to buy a striker who can challenge Jackson, who is fit for about 40% of the season. What pressure is that going to put on Jackson? And it's not like Calvert-Lewin's got potential now. He's nearly 28.
Yeah, he's lost his
This is what he is.
Yeah, it's a weird link.
Is not good.
Yeah.
It's a tough one to say he's not good because I think he's actually quite good when he plays when he gets a decent run of minutes.
Yeah, but are you looking through the lens of comparing him to Richarlison or generally talking? You need to understand the lens here, Patty.
No. Like all banner aside, I actually think when Dominic Calvert-Lewin is fit, he's actually a beast. I've seen him in games control.
Yeah, but when is he fit?
That's the problem. That is the problem. He's hardly ever fit. So
inconsistent
cycle.
Would you take him?
But Pat, you can't be inconsistent quality wise and then be inconsistent.
No, so not a soul on this panel will take him, but he's decent. I'm not hearing it, bro. That's not.
Calvert-Lewin has clouded people's memory because he was good under Ancelotti. That's it. That was the only time in his career when he put up acceptable numbers for the top 6 club. Since Ancelotti went, he's played across 3 seasons, 66 games. And scored 14 goals.
Yeah, no, I know that.
What's that? That's like 1 in 4, 1 in 5-ish.
His goal output in the last 3 years is lower than his dress size. That's the maddest bit about it. You know what I mean? It was that, as you said, it was that couple. I remember when he was scoring those goals when Ancelotti was there as well. And I remember it's shameless, like fans game. Start for England in front of Kane. I remember that conversation. It's like the desperation
I remember that.
Now that team was a madness.
I'll openly admit I wanted him at Arsenal, but
hang on, there's some breaking news. Breaking news. Where's my breaking news button? There it is. Oh no, bro. Breaking news here: the Premier League club who's interested in Julian Alvarez is Chelsea. Chelsea, according to Gas, I don't know what his name is. Gaston. Is that ain't a guy from what do you call it? Is it Beauty and the Beast? Gaston.
I was gonna say where have I heard
Gaston. Interestingly, it's Gaston Eldo, who is, I think he's an Argentinian-based journalist. He's the guy that originally broke the news that he was going to City. So if that is indeed a true post, if what MMJ has put up is true, then that's. I see it too. I do see it. I do see it. I just felt all along it seems like a Chelsea signing, and I don't think City are going to look at Chelsea as a threat at all, not anytime soon. So why not? Yeah, that has just been put out now a few moments ago. It's Chelsea.
I think it makes a lot of sense. I think it's within the right age profile that they're kind of going for. I think he complements a lot of. Yeah, he's Julian Alvarez, 23.
Julian Alvarez is a good player. But how much money do Chelsea actually have to spend this summer to fit within FFP regulations?
It's 24. It's 24, by the way.
Can Chelsea justify 80 to 90 million pounds on one player when they need depth at centre back, or not depth, quality at centre back, quality at left back, depth in midfield, a better left winger? Can Chelsea justify 80 to 90 million up front when they have so many other problem positions to fill?
Well, but they've fixed their FFP issues by selling hotels and training grounds. they're going to raise a lot of money. They're going to raise a lot of money through the sale of. Listen, Spurs and Aston Villa are looking at 50 million for Gallagher. They're looking to spend, like they've got that, and that's 50 million profit, which means you can spend all of that on multiple players and then amortize it. So the money will spread.